Here's a few movies to check out this week, currently on Netflix Instant. Horror comedy, Avalanche Sharks. They missed the obvious and should have just called this Sharkalanche. Avalanche Sharks is about a ski resort that's overtaken by a bunch of snow sharks. There was a shaman protection over the mountain that had been desecrated, and that released the ghosts of these sharks, and they basically can swim through the snow like it's water. The movie holds its tongue very firmly in cheek. They know exactly the kind of movie that they're making. It's really goofy moments, there's a lot of blood and guts, and of course some really corny CGI. It's dumb, but it's supposed to be. Animated. The Animaniacs. The beloved classic animated series of Wacko, Yakko, and Dot Warner, the Warner Brothers creations that were originally locked up because they were too crazy to be in any of the studio's productions. The beauty of the Animaniacs is that it was really funny if you watched it when you were younger, and now if you watch it that you're older, there is a slew of jokes and things that would have flown completely over your head when you were a kid. The characters are all hilarious in their own ways. Of course, Wacko, Yakko, and Dot, Hello Nurse, Pinky and the Brain. It's just so many goofy, memorable, wonderful characters. One of the best, funniest animated series ever. Action, Transporter 3. This was the last of the Jason Statham Transporter movies before they decided to reboot it and completely make it suck. The Transporter 1 is still the best of the series. 2 was entertaining, but it went completely ludicrous. And 3, they kind of dialed it back a little bit. It still was more ridiculous than 1 was, which kind of took a little bit of the fun out of it because it just became cartoonish almost in the second one. But the third one, they did a better job of balancing out the silliness with the just cool action. Jason Statham, once again, is Frank Martin, the transporter, and he's hired to deliver a package. Now, in every movie, there's always the rules of don't mess with the package, da-da-da. This time around, the package is the kidnapped daughter of a Ukrainian official. So he has to safely deliver her back home while a bunch of people are trying to kill her. As is with the other Transporter movies, much like a lot of Kung Fu movies, the story is threadbare. It's just there enough to stitch together the action sequences, which is fine because that's really the highlights of the Transporter movies is the action sequences, both the car chases and the Jason Statham fight sequences. Horror, The Hallow. This is an Irish movie about a couple that move into a house and it's on the edge of this huge, really, really old woods. And the husband is in charge of this new land development thing where they're going to go in and just start mowing down all the trees. And the people in the neighborhood are not happy with this because they say that there's something living in the woods that does not want to be disturbed. And of course, they're right. So the things that are living with the woods are rebelling against this family because they're the ones who are going to be directly responsible for the trees and everything being torn down. It's a slower horror film. It does take a while to get into it. It's pretty scary. There's a good use of audio in this. So all the little noises, all the little bump that goes in the night sounds that are happening in the woods, they come through really well and help to improve the scare factor of the film. Definitely worth checking out. That's all I got for this week. I'll see you next time.